I
The
have
only picture I have of Lady Macbeth is you.
my.
There we go. Okay, so for those of you out there in video land, we are continuing with our reading and discussion of King Lear, and we're up to Act 5, Scene 1, and we are ready to begin. All I have to do is read the setup here. Hold on a sec. Should have gone back to the beginning. Okay, almost there. All right, so this is Act 5, Scene 1, the British camp near Dover. Enter, with drum and colors, Edmund, Regan, officers, soldiers, and others. Edmund, please.
Know of the Duke if his last purpose hold, or whether since he is advised by aught to change the course. He's full of alteration and self-reproving. Bring his constant pleasure.
Uh, okay. Our sister's man is certainly miscarried.
'Tis to be doubted, madam.
Now, sweet lord, you know the goodness I intend upon you. Tell me, but truly, but then speak the truth. Do you not love my sister?
In honoured love.
But have you never found my brother's way to the forfended place?
That thought abuses you.
I am doubtful that you have been conjunct and bosomed with her, as far as we call hers.
No, by my honour, madam.
I never shall endure her. Dear my lord, be not familiar with her.
Fear me not. She and the Duke her husband.
Enter, with drums and colors, Albany, Goneril, and soldiers.
I had rather lose the battle than that sister should loosen him and me.
Our very loving sister, well bemet. Sir, this I heard, the king is come to his daughter, with others whom the rigour of our state forced to cry out. Where I could not be honest, I never yet was valiant. For this business, it touches us as France invades our land. Not bodes the king, with others whom I fear, most just and heavy cause make oppose.
Sir, you speak nobly.
Why is this reasoned?
Combined together against the enemy, for these domestic and particular broils are not the question here.
Let's then determine with the ancient of war on our proceeding.
I shall attend you presently at your tent.
Sister, you'll go with us?
No.
'Tis most convenient, pray you, go with us.
Oh, I know the riddle. I will go.
Enter Edgar, disguised.
If e'er your grace had speech with man so poor, hear me one word.
I'll overtake you. Speak.
Exit Edmund, Regan, and Goneril.
Before you fight the battle, ope this letter. If you have victory, let trumpet sound for him that brought it. Wretched though I seem, I can produce a champion that will prove what is avouched here. If you miscarry, your business of the world has so an end, and machination ceases. Fortune love you.
Stay till I have read the letter.
I was forbid it. When time shall serve, let but the herald cry, and I'll appear again.
Why, fare thee well. I will o'erlook thy paper.
Exit Edgar, re-enter Edmund.
The enemy's in view. Draw up your powers. Here is the guess of their true strength and forces by diligent discovery. But your haste is now urged on you.
We will greet the time.
To both these sisters have I sworn my love, each jealous of the other, as the stung are of the adder. Which of them shall I take? Both? One? or neither. Neither can be enjoyed if both remain alive. To take the widow exasperates, makes mad her sister Goneril, and hardly shall I carry out my side, her husband being alive. Now then, we'll use his countenance for the battle, which being done, let her who would be rid of him devise his speedy taking off. As for the mercy which he intends to Lear and to Cordelia, the battle done, and they within our power, shall never see his pardon. For my state stands on me to defend, not to debate.
Excellent. All right, that's the end of that. Okay. Short but packed
Wait.
full of punch.
I think I mentioned before that Edward guy is one scheming sod.
Take him in.
Yes, he is. Well, that's you know, that's kind of what you had to do if you were a bastard back in those days.
Yeah.
Oh,
You were going to make your way in the world. You had to make your way in the world.
so may I ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Partly because I haven't been here. Is Goneril's husband dead?
Yes.
He's and is that what our sister's man is certainly miscarried? Does that mean he's dead?
He is dead. When would someone else like to explain this? I can do it.
No,
I
go
think.
ahead.
Sorry, Sylvia.
You-
Um, it's Regan's husband, Cornwall, who died.
Yes.
Albany is still alive, but he's gone soft in the head somehow.
Well, Albany's always been a ditherer. He has not been firm in any of this. Much to his credit, I should add. So
Oh,
you want to go further, Des? You're doing a great job. You cleared up whose husband's dead. That's a big step.
No, I leave it there. I leave that to you.
Okay, so when um, let me think of his name. Who is Lear's Kent? When Kent and the gentlemen are going to leave and go join with the French forces in Dover, Gloucester, Earl of Gloucester, shows some kindness towards Lear. And he also is looking favorable upon this French invasion. And so the Duke of Cornwall decides it is time to poke out his eyes. And he does. But while he's poking out of his eyes, one of Gloucester's servants uh, is not happy about it and gets into a fight with the Duke of Cornwall, who is
oh yeah.
Goneril's husband, and they kill each other.
Regan's
The
husband.
Duke of Cornwall kills the Duke of Gloucester's servant, and the Duke of Gloucester's servant kills Cornwall. And right after that, Edmund and Goneril, let's see, Edmund and Regan. Have I got this right? Help me out here. I think I got it right.
So far.
Edmund and Regan get involved with each other.
Yeah.
But
I,
Edmund,
I think that was after he had promised himself to Goneril. Is that right?
I love it. from.
Regan's husband is the Duke of Cornwall. The Duke of Cornwall was killed.
Yes.
After the Duke of Cornwall was killed, Regan and Edmund started an affair.
Mhm. After Oswald's death.
Well, Oswald is later.
It's later.
Oswald dies later.
But he was fighting with Gloucester, was he?
Yeah, but you got to remember there were two fights. The earlier fight was between
Okay.
Cornwall and the Duke of Gloucester's servant.
Yes.
That was the earlier fight. That's when the Duke of Cornwall, who is Regan's husband, died.
And Oswald also. They killed each other.
Mm.
That happened later.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
There was a servant killed.
I think that Edgar actually kills Oswald,
You're right.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Slave, thou hast
That's
slain.
later. That's later.
Slave, thou hast slain me.
That's how Edgar gets the letter from Edmund,
Okay.
or the letter from who is the letter? I think it's a letter from Regan.
No,
We
she was trying.
we sort of need a dramatis personae beside us to refer to it.
Well, you know what? We're going to find out who wrote the letter in the next scene. Okay, so we're right now in this first scene. We know that the girls are jockeying for Edmund's favor. We know that Edmund is wondering which one or none he should take. And we know that Edgar, as poor Tom, somehow has gotten the Duke of Albany's attention so he could give the Duke of Albany the letter.
Is
And
this the letter that was written by Goneril?
Yes.
Edgar
And
has the letter and reads it.
yes, he took it when he killed Oswald.
Yes.
yes,
Goneril
actually,
servant.
Oswald asked him to take it. Oswald,
Yes.
interestingly
Yes.
enough, when Oswald was dying, he hands Edgar the letter and asks him to please deliver it.
Yeah. And give the letters which thou findst about me to Edmund, Earl of Gloucester.
Okay, so that proves that the letter was not written by Edmund. It was written by the sister, and I think the sister was was Goneril.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
No,
excuse me, no, was Reagan.
no, it was Goneril's letter.
Yeah, Oswald was Goneril's servant, but
Yeah.
Reagan tried to take Oswald from her.
Boy,
Remember that?
it's
He
really
was
good
trying
we
to
have these.
decide.
Okay.
Oswald was trying to decide which one of the two he would follow.
Edgar says, let's see these pockets. The letters that he speaks of may be my friends. He's dead. I'm only sorry he had no debtsman. Let us see, leave gentle wax, and manners blame us not, to know our enemies' minds. We'll rip their hearts, their papers is more lawful. And then he reads the letter, which is signed, your wife, so I would say, affectionate servant, Goneril. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yes, this is Goneril letter to Edmund.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Goneril's letter to Edmund.
correct.
Now, Goneril at this stage is still married. Her husband Albany is still alive.
Yes.
And in the letter, she says to Edmund, Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have many opportunities to cut him off, meaning, in other words, to kill Albany. If your will want not, time and place will be fruitfully offered. There is nothing done if he returns the conqueror. Then am I the prisoner, and his bed my jail. From the loathed warmth thereof deliver me, and supply the place for your labor. She wants him in her bed.
Pretty damning letter.
Absolutely.
And Des, what act is that?
This
That's Act
is
4,
Act
Scene 6.
6.
14. Okay.
The end of Act 4, Scene 6.
Yes, after Oswald's dying, he hands Edgar the letter. Edgar reads the letter.
Yeah.
And now Edgar has taken the letter to seek out the Duke of Albany to deliver the letter to him. Because that's how both Goneril and Edmund will be undone.
Yeah. Just Gloucester was present when he read the letter.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure whether he read it out loud.
I think he did.
Oh, he did, yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah. Because he continues his speech after reading the letter. O distinguished space of woman's will, a plot upon her virtuous husband's life.
Mm-hmm.
Delightful woman.
Oh, a treat.
So I think the present discussion is a good example why it is excellent to actually read these plays in a group.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's complicated enough that without more than one mind, it would be easy to get tied
Yeah,
up in knots.
and to cross-reference. No, sorry, it's my, I've missed that bit. So, yeah.
The thing is, if you were trying to put an explanation on all of this, you'd probably write something as long as the play itself.
Oh, you'd have to, yeah.
Yeah.
The footnotes would be as long.
Yeah, well, they are. I mean, if you look at the, I have a preference for the, what are they called? Let's see, where are these? These are I have a preference for the Arden Shakespeare, Arden, Arden Shakespeare third edition. And it is chock full of notes. And the introduction itself, let's see how long the introduction is. The introduction is like 115 pages of introduction. And each page of the play, at least a third of the page is taken up with footnotes and addendums. So
You'd need a character called Chorus.
Yeah.
yep. Okay. So I think we got this pretty well straightened out, and we are very close. We know we're high tension right now because we know what's in the letter, and we know that the Duke of Albany is going to read the letter. But then Shakespeare very cleverly removes us from Albany and takes us to a field between the two camps. And here we have, I'll just read. So there's going to be Lear. Who's going to be Lear?
Right.
Scene 2.
There's no Lear in this scene, right?
Well,
Oh,
Lear
scene two?
enters.
Oh,
Be short.
he doesn't talk.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So scene two is like extremely short.
Yeah.
Okay. So we needed Edgar. So I think that Orla, you were Edgar last time.
No,
Albany.
I was Edgar.
I
You were
think
Edgar,
Edmund
Sylvie?
Macbeth in this, so you get to be Edgar. No, Edmund is it?
This is
It was
just this
Edmund.
very short scene is just going to be Gloucester who has just a few words to say and Edgar. So we need a Gloucester and we need an Edgar.
I'll
You
be
should
glad.
take
Douglas.
Edgar, Duncan.
Are you volunteering me? Is that what I heard, Donna?
That's
Okay, I'll
fair.
be Edgar. All right, and then will you please read the dramatic notes?
Okay.
Okay, Act 5, Scene 2. Take it
And
away.
have we a Gloucester as well? Have we a Gloucester?
And
Okay,
you'll be
I'll be
Gloucester as
Gloucester.
well? Okay, you'll be Gloucester as well.
A
Very good.
field between two camps, alarum within. Enter with drum and colours, Lear, Cordelia, and soldiers over the stage and exeunt. Enter Edgar and Gloucester. Cue Edgar.
Dear Father, take the shadow of this tree for your good host. Pray that the right may thrive. If ever I return to you again, I'll bring you comfort.
Grace go with you, sir. Exit Edgar. Alarum and retreat within. Re-enter Edgar.
Away, old man, give me thy hand, away. King Lear is lost. He and his daughter is ta'en. Give me thy hand, come on.
No further, sir. A man may rot even here.
What? In ill thoughts again? Men must endure their going hence, even as their coming thither. Ripeness is all. Come on.
And that's true too. Exeunt.
All right, end of very short scene, but packed full of action.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Edgar is still poor Tom, isn't he?
He is poor Tom.
But
Mhm.
he's calling him father again.
Yes.
You know he was doing that the last day I was here. Yeah.
Okay. Right. He had just at the very end of the scene, after a lot of stuff,
Mm,
after he basically did not let Gloucester jump off the cliff.
mm,
We ended up with him calling his father in like the last line of that scene.
mm.
So I'm amazed at the efficiency of what Shakespeare has done here. In very few lines, he's really pushed the drama forward.
You're taken.
So he puts
Lear,
it,
Lear and Cordelia have been captured by Albany, Edward, Roy Reagan,
yes, they've been captured by the
the British
English
forces.
forces. The English forces. Mhm.
Because we're back to the British camp in the next scene.
The British camp near Dover. The next scene, they were in the British camp near Dover. Okay. But let me dwell just a second on this scene too. I mean, I'm astounded. Once again, I'm just repeating myself, but I'm astounded at the efficiency with which Shakespeare has moved the action forward. In a few sentences, he shows that Edgar is taking care of his father and is, going to put him in a safe place. Well, he goes off to check on the battle. And then Edgar rushes back in, says, "Away, old man, give me thy hand. Away, the King Lear has lost, he and his daughter ta'en. Give me thy hand, come on." And I love Gloucester's thing. "No further, sir. A man may rot even here."
Yeah, he's not in a good place.
It's not psychologically in a good place at all. It's kind of like, oh, screw it. This is too much trouble to save myself.
But this very small scene is very elaborate. They've
Yeah.
got drum and colors and they've got all this for such a short scene.
Mm-hmm.
And Lear and Cordelia and the soldiers, and they march across the stage, and then they exit, and then they're caught right away. What is the time period here?
Well, we don't know.
Yeah,
And I mean it as it's written, it seems like a very short time.
yeah.
But it could be a long time. We just don't know. Shakespeare kind of eliminates the time factor here.
Mm.
Huh.
But you would think that the King of France would have given his daughter enough troops to put up a pretty good fight. I mean, they expected to conquer.
But didn't he go back to France?
I don't think he ever came. I think he
Or did
just
not?
sent Cordelia.
Yeah,
I think he just sent Cordelia with a bunch of soldiers.
yeah.
And I assume he expected that that would be sufficient. I mean, why would you send your new wife with not enough troops?
But Lear and Cordelia are captured in the field. We're talking about the field between the two camps. So presumably they were approaching the British camp.
Well, this is an
It was a
interesting.
battlefield.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd hardly go through a battlefield unless they were prepared to fight.
Doubt if Lear was in any condition to fight.
No, there was no condition to fight.
And now
So
I
why
think they
would
were
they
just
go in?
making for the camp.
Yeah.
I, I,
Yes,
I,
but the alarm was from the battlefield. I mean, quite a number of people have been fighting here, a few hundred either side at least.
Mm.
So I mean, how unless the English forces completely routed the
mm,
French forces.
must that must be what happened. And they're in a field in the middle.
Of course, Reagan and Cordelia Goneril would both have had considerable forces,
Yeah.
possibly even more than twice what the French were able to send over.
well, but I mean, why would the King of France send his wife with inadequate forces?
He mightn't have been expecting this sort of mm, problem.
Could have
To,
been
to,
her idea. Have you considered that, Duncan?
What's that?
It could have been her idea.
You
I
mean,
wonder will this become clearer as we go on to the next scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, well, we can go on to the next scene. I mean, I just wanted to spend a little time on this scene because
Sure.
it is a marvel of economy.
Yep.
And it gets across, a multitude of psychological states. In addition to the action, there's the whole psychology in here. There's Edgar's concern with his father being in a safe place. And then, he rushes back to rescue his father. And then Gloucester becomes pessimistic. No further, sir, a man may rot even here. Then Edgar reproves him. What, in ill thoughts again? Men must endure their going hence, even as they're coming thither. And here, this is how many times have we all heard this? Ripeness is all. Probably one of the most famous short sentences ever. Ripeness is all. All right.
Ripeness is all.
Yeah. It means, if the fruit is ripe, if you get the fruit when it's ripe, it's ready to eat. But if you get too early or too late, too early it's too green to be good, and too late it's rotten. Ripeness is all. So I was basically telling, Gloucester, come on, we still got a chance.
Shakespeare is somewhere else in his play. I can't remember where, but he talks about taking the tide on the flood leads on to fame and fortune,
Mm-hmm.
but on the ebb, it's something else. I can't quite remember what. I'll have to try find that somewhere.
Tides and time. Seems like there's
Nights and
something.
times leads on to fame and fortune. Yeah, that sounds good.
Mhm, mhm. All right. Well, let's go see where we go. We're Act 5, Scene 2. And let me go. We need an Edmund.
At
I do,
five,
Edmund.
3. Yeah.
Okay, we have an Edmund. How about a Cordelia?
I'll do Cordelia.
Okay, Lear.
I'll do Lear.
Okay. And then there's a little thing called Offie. I guess that must mean officer. I'll be officer. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 words. No, I've got more than that.
Well, there's several lines.
Okay, so let's do this first half or first portion of Act 5, Scene 3. And I will read the dramatic setup.
This
So,
is the last scene, right?
Yeah.
Getting really near the end. Yeah.
oh, wow.
The
Oh,
long one.
you're right. This is
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
We're here. Oh, my
there.
goodness.
No, it's not the last scene. Last scene.
This is Scene 3. It's the last scene in my book.
Yeah, me too.
I just see here's a note on top of the page 5-4.
Huh.
Well, yours may be divided up a little bit
Oh,
different.
yeah.
And it
Yeah.
may be where we're going to stop. We're not reading the whole scene. We're going to read up to where there's kind of a change, and that might be Scene 4 in your
Yeah,
book.
that happens sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
happens quite a bit actually. All right, so here we are. We're at the British camp near Dover. Enter in conquest with drum and colors, Edmund, Lear, and Cordelia. Prisoners, officers, soldiers, and etc. Edmund, please.
Some officers take them away. Good guard, until their greater pleasures first be known that they are to censure them.
We are not the first who with best meaning have incurred the worst. For thee, oppressed king, am I cast down. Myself else outfrowns false fortune's frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No, 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 no. Come, let's away to prison. We two alone will sing like birds of the cage. When thou dost ask me blessing, I'll kneel down and ask of thee forgiveness. So we'll live and pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies. and hear poor rogues talk of court news, and we'll talk with them too. Who loses and who wins, who's in, who's out, and take upon the mystery of things as if we were God's spies. And we'll wear out in a walled prison packs and sects of great ones that ebb and flow by the moon.
Take them away.
Upon such sacrifices, my Cordelia, the gods themselves throw incense. Have I caught thee? He that parts us shall bring a brand from heaven, and fire us hence like foxes. Wipe thine eyes, the good years shall devour them, flesh and fell. Ere they make us weep, we'll see 'em start first. Come.
Exit Lear and Cordelia, guarded. Edmund.
Come hither, captain. Hark, take you thou this note. Go follow them to prison. One step I have advanced thee. If thou dost as this instructs thee, thou dost take thy way to noble fortunes. Know thou this, that men are as the time is. To be tender-minded does not become a sword. Thy great employment will not bear question. Either say thou'lt do it or thrive by other means.
I'll do it, my lord.
About it, and right happy when thou'st done. Mark,
More.
I say instantly, and carry it so as I have set it down.
I cannot draw a cart nor eat dried oats. If it be man's work, I will do it. Okay, so that's the end of that section there.
Isn't
It
that
certainly seems that Edmund is the one giving the orders.
Yes, he does seem, at least that he considers himself in control.
he's ingratiated himself with these two women and got this power.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I tell you, old Lear has really got himself in a fine mood for being defeated.
Isn't that? It's a rather lovely speech, isn't it?
It is a very lovely speech. You know, it's kind of like, okay, Cordelia, so we've lost everything, but that's okay. We have each other.
Is he
And
like a happy? Some people who have dementia, they're kind of happy, and they sort of. He's a bit like that.
well, yeah, I mean, yes and yes.
I thought it was
But do
lovely.
you think the King of France will buy them out? Is that not what was done at the time?
Uh,
So
I would think that the King of France, under normal circumstances, would certainly have negotiated, at least for Cordelia.
If he loved her,
Certainly, if Edmund has his way, they won't be alive long enough.
Well, that's of course the import of the last part of this scene when he's talking with the officer.
Isn't it interesting that Lear has been more or less forgotten about all through this period?
mm,
I know he's on stage, but he doesn't seem to play a role, which makes it sort of strange to me. I thought he would have been taking more of a lead role, particularly as we're coming to the end of the play. It is called King Lear, after all.
I think he's sort of used as a prop to show the opposite of what is happening with the rest of the cast.
Okay.
He's sort of on a different plane. He's gone into his madness. He's there, but Shakespeare brings him back every so often, and
Mm.
it is such a contrast to the behavior and thoughts of the others as to show them up.
Well, speaking extremely generally, I think that the pattern here is that Lear did go kind of mad when his two daughters, Regan and Goneril, treated him so badly. And that's when he was exhibiting madness, etc. But now that he's found out that actually he has one daughter who truly loved him, even though they lost the battle, he's happy as a clam.
Yes,
Mhm,
sorry, just wait. Cordelia says, "We are not the first who, with best meaning, have incurred the worst."
mhm.
It's a sort of a general, how would you say,
Could
an
be worse.
expression of things could be a lot worse, or we did all right with what we could do.
Yeah.
Well, we did our best.
Yeah. For thee, oppressed king, I am cast down. Myself could else outfrown false fortune's frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters? She's prepared to go face them anyway.
Mhm.
But Lear says, no, let's go to prison and sing like birds in a cage.
Sorry, Des, where are you?
That
And
same,
then it's just the Edmund Cordelia Lear from the start of the scene three.
yeah,
Oh,
scene
oh, yes.
three,
Sorry.
and
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
pretty much the beginning.
yeah.
Okay,
It just
but
it gives voice to their state of mind. Now Lear is still a bit gaga, but he does give a very fine speech there.
he
Mm.
gives a great speech, and he really, I think, demonstrates what his problem was. That earlier he thought he had two daughters that betrayed him and one daughter that disobeyed him. But now that the daughter he was most fond of to begin with, Cordelia, has shown that she does care for him, he is very happy despite his outward circumstances.
Yeah. And he hasn't, and he's accepting that he has no power.
Say that again?
He is accepting that he has no power.
But even more importantly, he's accepting that he has a daughter who loves him.
Yeah.
And that he's basically saying, I don't care if I go to prison as long as we're in prison together. We two alone will sing like birds in the cage. When
And
thou dost ask me blessing, I'll kneel down and ask of thee forgiveness. So
mm,
we'll live and pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies and hear. It's a it's a wonderful little speech.
mm. And it's almost like I now know what's important.
Mm-hmm.
This realization that
Mm-hmm.
power and strength are, yeah, even though they're in this very vulnerable position, that
Mm-hmm.
he's happy as a pig in the proverbial.
Right, right. And then the last part of his little speech is really good. We will talk of court news and we'll talk with them too, who loses and who wins, who's in and out, and take upon the mysteries of things, as if we were God's spies, and we'll wear out in the walled prison, packs and sets of great ones that ebb and flow by the moon. He's saying, hey, we're not going to be in the center of this anymore, and we just get to enjoy the drama. However, Edmund has other plans.
Is that last line there? We wear out the pacts and sects of great ones that ebb and flow by the moon. That ebb and flow by the moon, it was part of their way of thinking that the moon cycle played a considerable part in the lives of men and women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
Strange to see it in there. Strange to see it just tagged on to the end there.
well, because he's saying that we're not going to be subjected to the ebb and flow of the moon.
Yeah, we're God's spies. We're outside all that sort of stuff.
We're outside all that sort of stuff, and we can just enjoy the drama, and we can talk to each other about it, and
And
it's
Edmund comes in, he's fed up with all this sort of stuff and just shouts, take him away.
mm-hmm.
Was he mentally unmoored initially because what he thought his old age was going to be like was totally altered?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he comes back to his senses when his daughter comes to his rescue.
He comes back to his senses, and he actually even undergoes a psychological change and maturity.
Yeah, quite a metamorphosis for him.
Yeah, yeah. He's really become the butterfly here.
Mm.
Mm.
Even though things are not going to turn out so sweet, he has this moment of sweetness. Yeah, and then he's consoling Cordelia. Upon such sacrifices, my Cordelia, the gods themselves throw incense. That's quite a line. Have I caught thee? He that parts us shall bring a brand from heaven and fire us hence like foxes. Wipe thine eyes. The gogeries shall devour them flesh and fell. Ere they shall make us weep, we'll see them starve first. Come.
Mm.
He's in the seventh heaven.
Yeah.
He is, he's way outside it.
Yeah. Because they have Edmund has the power, and he's saying we'll see them starve first. What is that? What does that mean?
Well, that was Lear.
Yeah, yeah. But he's so positive about this. And she's presumably she's a broken woman. I don't know what she looks
Well, I
like.
think she's really very happy to be reconciled with Lear.
Yes, I do too. She's worried about Lear's future, but she's is indeed happy to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
She wishes for a better fate, but she also has made progress. She has done what she wanted to do, which is to show him how much she cared and loved him. So is the way I look at it. I want to. Anybody know what gogerries are?
Mm-mm.
Which? Sorry, the what?
On let's see, on Lear's speech that starts upon such sacrifices, my Cordelia.
Yeah.
Towards the end of it, I have the term, the gogeries shall devour them flesh and fell, ere they shall make us weep. We'll see them starve first.
No, I've got
Mine, good
Good,
years. Mine says
good
good
years.
years.
good
Yeah.
years.
Good
Good years
years.
too.
Oh, the good year, good years. The good years.
Good years.
Got it. Great. Good
Is that a
years.
Texas accent or something in the script?
No, mine is actually spelled Goujeres,
Oh, wow.
Huh, huh.
but it is good years, but it's good years. The good years shall devour them flesh and fell.
Fail. Is it is it fail? And
Fell.
yeah, what does that mean? Fail.
Flesh and bones.
Oh,
My
fail.
note says flesh and bones. Flesh and skin.
Oh God.
Colloquial for flesh and bones.
Mm.
All right. Well, I think we still have a pretty good ways to go in this scene, so perhaps we should go to the next part of it.
Mm.
Let me see something. Oh yeah, okay. So now in my Arden division, so that was okay. I'm looking at two different editions, and it's in the Delphi edition that we had the Gogiers.
Mhm.
All right, so next one we'd have Edmund. Whoever is Edmund, would they like to continue being Edmund?
Yes, I'll do Edmund.
Okay, and we need a captain.
Are you doing a little bit? Oh,
Captain is a fairly just a couple of lines here and there.
Oh, we did
I'll
that.
do that
Okay,
because
and
I
we
got the
need
big year speech.
okay. We need an Albany.
I'll do Albany.
Okay, we need a Reagan.
I'll do Reagan.
Okay, and I guess I will be Goneril. All right, onward.
You're starting at Come Hither, Captain?
Yes, come hither, Captain. Hark.
Yeah, let's do that, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Come hither, Captain. Hark. Take thou this note.
Oh,
Go follow them to prison. One step I have advanced thee, if thou dost as this instructs thee, thou dost make thy way to noble fortunes. Know thou this, that men are as the time is. To be tender-minded does not become a sword. Thy great employment will not bear question. Either say thou'lt do it, or thrive by other means.
Captain.
Sorry, I've lost my place. Do you want to do it, Duncan?
I'll do it, my lord.
About it, and right happy when thou'st done. Mark, I say instantly, and carry it so as I have set it down.
I cannot draw a card, no eat dry fruits. If it be man's work, I'll do it.
Because
Then we have a flourish and enter Albany, Goneril, Reagan, and soldiers with a trumpeter. And
sir,
Albany says,
sir, you have shown today your valiant strain, and fortune led you well. You have the captives that were the opposites of this day's strife. We do require them of you, so to use them as we find their merits and our safety may equally determine.
Sir, I thought it fit to sell the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard, whose age had charms in it, whose title more, to pluck the common bosom on his side, and turn our impressed lances in our eyes which do condemn them. With him I sent the queen, my reason all the same, and they are ready tomorrow, or at a further pace, to appear where thou shalt hold your session. At this time we sweat and bleed, the friend hath lost his friend, and the best quarrels in the heat are cursed by those that feel their sharpness. The question of Cordelia and her father requires a fitter place.
Sir, by your patience I hold you but a subject of this war, not as a brother.
That's as we list to grace him. Methinks our pleasure might have been demanded ere you had spoken so far. He led our powers, bore the commission of my place and person, the which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace he doth exalt himself more than in your addition.
In my rights, by me invested, he compeers the best.
Albany.
Oh, I have Goneril. I have that were the most if he should husband you. That's the next line I have.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
So,
what I have.
I mean, that's after he should husband you. Oh no, where am I?
In my rights by me invested compares the best. Albany
Okay.
that
Then I have Goneril says that we're the most. I don't have Albany talking there at all.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. All
I'm
right.
the same.
So I don't know what else I'm missing.
I've
Next,
got
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you're fine for the now. You're fine for the moment then, if you don't have anything on your page. So after Reagan once again says, who's
Je-
Reagan? Jesters?
Jesters do oft prove prophets.
Hola, hola. That eye that told you so looked but a squint.
Lady, I am not so well. I am not well. Else I should answer from a full-flown stomach. General, take thou my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony, dispose of them. Of me, the walls are thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
Do you mean to enjoy him then?
the little loan lies not in your goodwill.
Nor in thine, Lord.
Half-blooded fellow, yes.
Let the drum strike and prove my title thine.
Oh, sorry. Stay yet, hear reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason, and in thy attaint this guilted serpent. For your claim, fair sister, I bar it in the interest of my wife. 'Tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your banns if you will marry. Make your loves to me. My lady is bespoke.
An interlude.
Thou art armed, Gloucester, let the trumpet sound. If none appear to prove upon thy person thy heinous, manifest, and many treasons, there is my pledge. I'll prove it on thy heart ere I taste bread. Thou art in nothing less than I have proclaimed thee.
Sick, oh, sick.
If not, I'll ne'er trust medicine.
There's my exchange. What in the world he is that names me traitor? Villain like, he lies. Call by the trumpet, he that dares approach on him, on you, who not? I will maintain my truth and honour firmly.
A herald, ho!
A herald, ho, a herald.
Trust to thy single virtue, for thy soldiers all levied in my name have in my name took their discharge.
My sickness grows upon me.
Albany.
Oh, she is not well. Convey her to my tent.
Exit Reagan supported. Albany.
Come hither, herald. Let the trumpet sound and read out this.
I'll do the herald. If a man of quality or degree within the list of the army will maintain upon Edmund, supposed Earl of Gloucester, that he is a manifold traitor, let him appear by the third sound of the trumpet. He is bold in his defense. First trumpet, again. Second trumpet, again. Third trumpet. Trumpet enters within. Enter Edgar, armed. Albany.
Ask him his purposes, why he appears upon this call of the trumpet.
What are you? Your name, your quality, and why you answer this present summons. Now we need an Edgar, somebody, Orla be Edgar.
No, my name is lost. By treason's tooth bare gnawn and canker bit. Yes, am I noble as the adversary I come to cope.
Which is that adversary? Adversary.
What he that speaks for Edmund, Earl of Gloucester?
Himself. What sayest thou to him?
Draw thy sword, that if my speech offend a noble heart, thy arm may do thee justice. Here is mine. He draws the sword. Behold, it is my privilege, the privilege of mine honours. My oath and my profession I protest. Maugre thy strength, place youth and eminence. Despite thy victor sword and far new fortune, thy valour and thy heart, thou art a traitor. False to thy gods, thy brother and thy father, conspirant against this high illustrious prince, and from the extremest upward of thy head to the descent and dust below thy foot, a most toad-spotted traitor, say thou no, this sword, this arm, and my best spirits are bent to prove upon thy heart whereto I speak, thou liest.
In wisdom I should ask thy name, but since thy outward looks so fair and warlike, and that thy tongue some say of breeding breeds, what safe and nicely I might well delay by rule of knighthood, I disdain and spurn. Back do I toss these treasons to thy head, with the hell-hated lie o'erwhelm thy heart, which, for they yet glance by and scarcely bruise, this sword of mine shall give them instant way where they shall rest forever. Trumpets, speak.
Alarms, fight. Edmund falls.
Save him! Save him!
This is mere practice, Gloucester. By the law of war thou wast not bound to answer an unknown opposite. Thou art not vanquished, but cozened and beguiled.
Shut your mouth, dame, or with this paper I shall stop it. Hold, sir, thou worst in any name, read thine own evil. No tearing, lady, I perceive you know it.
Say if I do, the laws are mine, not thine. Who can arrange me for it?
Most monstrous, knowest thou this paper?
Edmund.
Or Goneril?
No,
I have
ask
Goneril.
me, is Goneril there? Ask me not what I know.
Yeah.
I'll go
Albany,
after
go
her.
after her.
She's desperate. Govern her.
What you have charged me with, that have I done, and more, much more. The time will bring it out. 'Tis past, and so am I. But what art thou that hast this fortune on me? If thou'rt noble, I do forgive thee.
Let's exchange charity. I am no less in blood than thou art, Edmund. If more, the more hast wronged me. My name is Edgar, and thy father's son. The gods are just, and of our pleasant vices make instruments to plague us. The dark and vicious place where thee he got cost him his eyes.
Thou hast spoken right, 'tis true. The wheel is come full circle. I am here.
Methought thy very gait did prophesy a royal nobleness. I must embrace thee. Let sorrow split my heart if ever I did hate thee or thy father.
Worthy prince, I note.
Where have you hid yourself? How have you known the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. List a brief tale, and when 'tis told, oh, that my heart would burst. The bloody proclamation to escape that followed me so near. Oh, our lives' sweetness, that we the pain of death would hourly die rather than die at once. Taught me to shift into a madman's rags, to assume a semblance that the very dogs disdained. And in this habit met I my father with his bleeding rings. Their precious stones new lost, became his guide, led him, begged for him, saved him from despair. Never, O fault, revealed myself unto him until some half hour past, when I was armed. Not sure, though, hoping of his good success. I asked his blessing, and from first to last told him our pilgrimage, but his flawed heart, alack, too weak the conflict to support, twixt two extremes of passion, joy, and grief, burst smilingly.
The speech of yours hath moved me, and shall perchance do good. But speak you on. You look as you had something more to say.
If there be more woeful, hold it in, for I am almost ready to dissolve hearing of this.
This would have seemed a period to such as love, not sorrow, but another to amplify too much, would make much more in top extremity. Whilst I was big in clamour, came there in a man who, having seen me in my worst estate, shunned my abhorred society. But then, finding who 'twas that so endured, with his strong arms he fastened on my neck and bellowed out, as he burst heaven, threw him on my father, told him the most piteous tale of Lear, and him that ever ear received, which, in recounting his grief, grew puissant, and the strings of life began to crack. Twice then the trumpet sounded, and there I left him tranced.
But who was this?
Kent, sir, the banished Kent, who in disguise followed his enemy king and did him service, improper for a slave.
Enter a gentleman with a bloody knife. Help! Help! Oh, help! Edgar.
What kind of help?
Speak, man.
What means this bloody knife?
'Tis hot, it smokes. It came even from the heart of... Oh, she's dead!
Who dead? Speak, man.
Your lady, sir, your lady, and her sister by her is poisoned. She confessed it.
I was contracted to them both. All three now marry in an instant.
Here comes Kent.
Produce the bodies, be they alive or dead. This judgment of the heavens makes us tremble, touches us not with pity.
More.
Oh, is this he? The time will not allow the compliment which very manners urges.
I am come to bid my king and master good night. Is he not here?
Great thing of us forgot. Speak, Edmund, where's the king, and where's Cordelia? Seest thou this object, Kent?
Alack, why thus?
Yet Edmund was beloved. The one, the other poisoned for my sake, and after slew herself.
Even so, cover their faces.
I pant for life. Some good I mean to do, despite of mine own nature. Quickly send, be brief in it, to the castle, for my writ is on the life of Lear and on Cordelia. Nay, send in time.
Run, run, oh run!
To whom, my lord? Who has the office? Send thy token of reprieve.
Well thought on. Take my sword. Give it to the captain.
Haste thee for thy life.
He hath commission from thy wife and me to hang Cordelia in the prison and to lay the blame upon her own despair, that she forfeit herself.
Albany.
The gods defend her. Bear him hence a while.
Edmund is carried off. Enter Lear with Cordelia in his arms, followed by the gentlemen. Do we have a Lear?
Howl, howl, howl. Oh, you are men of stones. Had I your tongues and eyes, I'd use them so that heaven's vault should crack. She's gone forever. I know when one is dead and one lives. She's dead as earth. Lend me a looking glass, if that her breath will mist or stain the stone. Why, then she lives.
Is this the promised end?
Or image of that horror?
Fall and cease.
Lear.
Oh, this feather stirs, she lives. If it be so, is there a chance which redeem all sorrows that ever I have felt?
Oh, my good master.
Prithee, away.
'Tis noble Kent, your friend.
A plague upon you, murderers, traitors all. I might have saved her. Now she's gone forever. Cordelia, Cordelia, stay a little. Ah, what is it thou sayest? Her voice was ever soft, gentle, and low, an excellent thing in a woman. I killed the slave that was a hanging thee.
'Tis true, my lords, he did.
Did I not, fellow? I've seen the day with my good biting falchion. I would have made them skip. I am old now, and these same crosses spoil me. Who are you? Mine eyes are not the best, I'll tell you straight.
If fortune bragged of you two she loved and hated, one of them we behold.
This is a dull sight. Are you not Kent?
The same. Your servant Kent. Where is your servant Cassius?
He's a good fellow, I can tell you that. He'll strike, and quickly too. He's dead and rotten.
No, my lord. I am the very man.
I'll see that straight.
That from your first of difference and decay have followed your sad steps,
Oh, you are welcome hither.
nor no man else. All's cheerless, dark, and deadly. Your eldest daughters have fordone themselves and desperately are dead.
Aye, so I think.
He knows not what he says, and vain it is that we present us to him.
Enter a message.
I have very bootless, Edgar says.
Yeah, I've that.
Edmund is dead, my lord.
But that's but a trifle here. You lords and noble friends know our intent. What comfort to this great decay may come shall be applied. For us, we will resign during the life of this old majesty to him our absolute power. you to your rights with boot and such addition as your honors have more than merited. All friends shall taste the wages of their virtue, and all foes the cup of their deservings. Oh, see, see.
And my poor fool is hanged. No, no, no. Life. Why should a dog, a horse, a rat have life? And thou no breath at all. Thou'll come to more. Thou'll come no more. Never, 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 never. Pray undo this button. Thank you, sir. Do you see this? Look on her. Look, her lips. Look here, look here. He dies.
Mhm.
He faints. My lord, my lord,
Break heart, I prithee break.
look up, my lord.
Vex not his ghost. Oh, let him pass. He hates him that would upon the rack of this tough world stretch him out longer.
He is gone indeed.
The wonder is that he hath endured so long. He but usurped his life.
Bear them from hence. Our present business is general woe. Friends of my soul, you twain rule in this realm, and the gorged state sustain.
I have a journey, sir, shortly to go. My master calls me. I must not say no.
The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest hath borne most. We that are young shall never see so much, nor live so long.
Ba 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 bum.
Oh, oh, Shakespeare does this. So many dead bodies again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We always end up with dead bodies.
yeah, they're piling up. Well,
Yeah.
let's see. We got the two girls. We got the two sisters, the evil sisters.
Sisters.
We
And
got Lear and
Cordelia.
Cordelia. We got Edmund. And
And
you know what? Here's a
So
question. This really surprised me. What happened to the jester?
I was wondering, was he the guy who went to hang Cordelia?
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
But what happened to remember in the earlier acts of the play, we had a jester.
no, he was a fool. But your Lear,
Okay,
oh
fool,
yeah.
jester. Well, fool and jester is the same to
oh,
me.
but
What
Lear,
happened to the fool?
but but Lear tells us that he's hanged. Lear just told us that he's hanged.
But when?
I don't know.
I think the jester just exited stage left, and that was it.
And in what act and what scene?
Way back.
He just he just said, "Well, I'm out of a job. The old man can't pay me anymore. I'm out of here."
Something like that.
I don't know.
Huh. Okay, well, that totally surprised me when they mentioned the gesture, and I suddenly went, "Wait a minute, what happened to the jester?"
But he was kind of pushing the boundaries all the way in those earlier acts. He was really pushing.
He was, yeah, yeah, he
Well, he
was.
probably got his comeuppance.
Well, I mean, that is the jester or the fool's job.
Hmm.
Last reference I can find of the fool is Act 3, Scene 6.
Actually, scene 6.
Yeah, and he says near the end, he says, and I'll go to bed at noon. Those are his last words.
What line is this?
I make it line 85.
Act 3, scene 6, line 85. Oh, yeah, I'll go to bed at noon. Proverbial I play the fool too. Go to bed at noon was the name for a salsify or goat's beard, the flower of which shuddered itself at 12 of the time and showed its not his face open until the next day's sun do make it flower anew. Huh. And that was it? We never heard from the fool after that?
No, Gloucester, Kent, and the fool leave, carrying Lear. I can't find any further mention of him, of the fool.
Oh, okay. Well, in my book, it says on the absence of the fool from the last two acts, see introduction, page 56, 57. All right, 56, 57. Ah, well, maybe it's getting a little late now. Let me put a marker in this. Okay, so guess what? We are done with Lear.
But are we going to discuss it or not?
Yes, yes, we will discuss it next time.
And I was wondering if we're going to do the Tempest next, if I have a suggestion that we read the whole play through and then go back and talk about it.
Fine with me.
Because
Yeah.
so,
Do
so
you
Okay.
have a different idea?
well, just often something that we question shows up in the next scene is answered.
Yeah.
And I haven't read The Tempest in years, but so I would like to get the overall, I would love to know what happens. Here I didn't know what happened until the end. I mean, but um but
Yeah. I agree
it's
with you,
just
Catherine.
just a suggestion.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm fine with it. I'm not sure I care one way or the other. And
I'd like to,
well,
uh, I'd like to read it through, but if I get lost and don't know what's going on, you know, reading the rest of it wouldn't make much sense to me.
You can always interject as and ask a question.
Right, I'll put my hand up. Yeah,
Love us, us.
notice this.
Oh, well
Yeah, Katrina, we'll take that, yeah.
well,
That's good to know.
It's a
then they have
short play
so
anyway.
is it?
Yeah.
Then they have this kind of overall arc and um then we go back and pull it apart.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but I should say, I will say, whether I should or not, that actually the way that we have been doing it is kind of like real life, which is we're always in the middle of something that we don't totally understand.
Uh-huh.
But
And that we're lighting candles for each other along the way with conjectures and all this sort of stuff. So, but yeah, to read through it, fine. So that's what we're going to do. I have my copy ready to go.
And
Next time when we meet, we need to go back over
yeah.
this last scene, which is quite an involved scene, and it's like wave after wave. It really is like waves crashing on the beach. Because it's a long scene, but there's lots of little
yeah,
actions in the middle of it. And it finishes with one
yeah,
action and
and
another one begins.
yeah, because there's a turn in it. There's a turn in it that I was, even though I kind of know it a little bit, suddenly everything turned.
Well, this is an example, I think, of actually of my experience because, I've done Lear before, but I was, either seeing a movie of it or I don't know exactly how I've done Lear, but I know Lear. But that last part has always been extremely confused in my mind.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of like, well, what actually has happened here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like there are two or three, or even four different scenes within. It's
Yeah,
like an act.
it is relentless. Right about the time you think you got a hold of something, something else comes crashing in.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it'd be really interesting to discuss it.
Okay, all right. In the meantime, have your copy of The Tempest ready.
I have to miss next week, unfortunately, but
Uh-oh.
I'll
Uh-oh.
be back the following week.
Okay, well, we will carry on as best we can.
Yes, I'm sure you
That,
will.
the Tempest play is about 1/3 the length of King Lear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so that would be,
yeah,
yeah.
I think the only play that's longer, correct me, because I sometimes get things in my head that are totally wrong. I think the only play that's longer than Lear is Hamlet.
Yeah, you're quite right. Yeah,
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
longest and deepest of them all.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you know, they're hardly ever performed in total. Almost all performances of Hamlet or Lear has had stuff cut out of it.
I think it would be pretty much an ordeal to try and sit through the entire play of Hamlet and get a sore bum out of it, if nothing else.
Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine. I mean, this you know, I don't know if I'm sure I've mentioned this before. When I entered university, one of our most famous of the underground comics was Wonder Warthog and Oat Willie, and the motto was "Onward through the fog,"
Huh.
which is, you know, kind
Huh.
of a very uh, quippy way of saying, you know, life is pretty confusing and it's okay if you don't understand it all as you go along because it's pretty incomprehensible. But somehow we muddle through. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Duncan.
I
Thank
shall
you.
return
Thank you all.
and we
Good
shall
Next
night.
week.
discuss.
See
Okay.
you next